Norman Reedus is going to portray Knull in Venom 3, and they're going to bring him into the greater MCU. So much speculation happening today. What's going on, Davis?
Today was a day that I slept in, of course, and I woke up to probably 5 or 10 phone calls from Tom and a bunch of other people like, yo, Knull is coming.
Last video, we were speculating that maybe they were setting us up with Mr. Negative. Yeah, we got a new symbiote. Maybe it's Toxin. We got a horse symbiote. Who cares? They just gave us one of the greatest Marvel villains of all time.
Not only did they name drop on this latest trailer for Venom: The Last Dance, we got our first look at him trapped in his prison on Clintar.
This is crazy. I never thought we'd be talking about Knull in the Sonyverse / MCU. We have possibly the quickest comic-to-screen villain introduction that I've ever seen take place. We were introduced to Knull a short 6 years ago, courtesy of writer Donny Cates and artist Ryan Stegman.
Pulled directly from the pages of that Donny Cates Ryan Stegman run, which in our opinion is debatably the best modern Marvel comic run in the last decade. This is a comic that has us running to shops every week to get the new issue because we didn't want to have it spoiled. It was so well written, the characters were so well fleshed out, which is why I was a little bit bummed this morning when I woke up and saw that he was going to be introduced into Venom: The Last Dance, because I don't necessarily have the most faith in Sony to portray this character well, and I was kind of hoping that they would hold out and wait for Marvel to introduce him in maybe a Spider-Man movie.
On one hand, considering Sony, a little concerning indeed. But on the other hand, rumors started circulating rapidly about who's going to portray Knull on the big screen. Although it's unconfirmed, the leakers are saying it's Norman Reedus. The second part to this rumor is that he's not even going to be in the movie very much, which, based on the trailer, kind of makes sense that maybe he's just going to be a post-credit scene, maybe some Easter eggs throughout the film to set up a transition to the greater MCU at large, possibly on Battleworld, which would include Venom.
Throughout the trailer, we saw a lot of different clips of this like symbiote hunter kind of going after Venom. We saw them fighting in multiple different places and different instances. So it seems like that might be kind of the continual villain throughout the movie. And maybe that Knull has just sent the symbiote hunter down to Earth, and you only kind of see him in the background telling this symbiote hunter what to do, but you never really have him come face to face with Venom in the movie.
He's got to break out of the cage. He's got to break out of the prison, Clintar, the symbiote hive mind. And thinking that they're kind of loosely providing us a Thanos roadmap here, you know, giving us a little bit of a tease to then utilize him on a greater way long term. This dude is absolutely more powerful than Thanos, obviously minus the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, if you take away the Infinity Gauntlet and you just have base power versus base power, I think that Knull is scarier than Thanos, and I think that Knull wins that fight 10 out of 10 times.
This could be what Sony needed because they've been struggling to make these movies popular with the lack of Spider-Man. And this right here could be the pathway to bring Venom up post-movie to not just incorporate a bigger bad and to maintain Venom within the MCU continuity, but to get them in front of heroes we want to see them actually go up against, like Peter Parker, like Miles Morales.
And that's why this morning I went from super bummed to super excited, because if there's one way to make Spider-Man 4 bigger and better than Spider-Man 3, it's to finally bring Spider-Man face-to-face with one of his greatest rivals that he's ever had, Venom, and along with him, one of the greatest villains we've ever seen in comics, Knull.
Ryan Stegman, the co-creator of Knull, posted today that he didn't even know this was happening until we all saw the trailer. So I know he was shocked, and I assume that you were too. So let us know in the comment section what you think about this trailer. Is this gonna push you over the edge to watch this film? It just did it for me. And of course, as always,
Geek responsibly.
Enough said.